Hello there, it's Carrie Rhodes here. Welcome back to the Trinity Stamps YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you some of our brand new die sets like the A2 window box card and the arcade machine builder die set. I'm going to put the two together because I have yet to do that and I wanted to see how a box card would look with the arcade. I'm also using the 8-bit birthday stamp set to dress up my arcade game. So here is that A2 window box card die set. I'm going to take the largest die itself and cut out 2 panels. Now, this is going to cut out a solid panel, but you can use these drop ends to cut the windows in. So you can choose how many windows you want. Maybe you don't want windows on the side, and maybe you don't want a window all the way through to the back. You can have the back solid. So you can kind of pick and choose how many windows you want. This is the arm that goes inside, so you can have things that pop up in the window, and you can see, and this is what it looks like. It's going to connect on those side pieces, and then you can have things stick up like I did right here with the stuffies and the slider across the top. So if you have seen any of our release day videos, then you've already seen this card right here. Now I want to bring in the arcade builder set, and I've already pre-die cut some of the elements for this, like the screen right here, and I did this for the full release video for Trinity Stamps. So I'm going to take all those pieces that I showed you how to put together, like the screen with these rounded pieces and the straight piece behind, so it gives it depth, and I'm going to put them onto this box card. Here's the sign that I made that says arcade at the top, and there's letters there you can, in the set, you can use to make the word arcade. There's also the bottom panel, which is like where the coin drop would go or coin return, and then there's the console part. So that's 2 parts you add together, and then you've got all the elements you need for all your buttons, your joystick, your coin returns, all of those. Here's 2 other cards I made in case you haven't seen the release day videos, but you can also put these on a mini slimline size card. So that is a 6x6 piece of paper scored at 3 inches and folded, and that gives you a 3x6 card. These work great on that size. Okay, so now when I'm looking at this, I decide I really want to cut a different window that really fits the arcade screen. So I'm going to go back to the A2 box builder die set, window box die set, and you can see that die presses the shape of the window into the paper. So it made it very easy for me to figure out where I wanted to put this screen, kind of line it up with my card and drop it in. I do want to make sure that I'm leaving room on that left-hand side for the flap to put this box together. All right, so now I want to just also add a window, a side window for my second panel that's going to pretty much line up with this one right here. So that's why I'm bringing in my T-square ruler. I am not good with a T-square ruler, you guys, but I'm trying. Might be better than eyeballing it this one time, and then I'll lay that in. And also you might notice my 2 shades of cardstock are not exactly the same, but they're very similar. I couldn't find any more of the one on the left, so I went with what I had, and I'm going to use it. It's fine. All right, so when you're putting the box card together, it's really important that you use some thin adhesive. I'm going to use the 1/8 of an inch rip and stick tape from Trinity Stamps. So it's double-sided adhesive. It rips very easily, and it's going to hold this box together. But I also will use liquid glue because you might have to take it apart, and that I did. But we have to do some things to this before we can put the box together. And I'm adding window sheets to mine. You want to cut your window sheet if you're covering up these side ones to 1 1/8 of an inch. And then for my arcade window, that square is going to be 2 7/8 by 2 7/8. You kind of have to be really precise with these because of the thin border around them. Okay, I'm going to make the front of this a shaker. Now, this one, if there's levels of shakety shakeness, this one is very low on the shaky part. It's more like a 1. I'm putting these in so that the box card's still going to work. So what I need to do is really just sandwich these stars between 2 sheets of acetate, which is what I've done here. So they shake a little bit, but barely. Okay, but they're suspended, and it's going to look really cool when I get the whole box done. All right, so you want to kind of be careful when you're folding on these scored lines because they are so close to the windows. And also, I like to fold my crease lines towards me and then away from me. And sometimes the help of a ruler is really handy to get those tight, they're kind of tight corners because you've got a window on either side. Okay, so now we can hook the two panels together. So you can see I'm using the rip and stick tape that was already down and liquid adhesive, and that gives me that wiggle room time. Plus it's gonna hold even better. And here in Idaho, I have things pop open all the time, so I always double adhere my things. Okay, I'm reinforcing this and pressing down on it with my crease tool, and then I'm gonna get ready to put stuff together. And in that process of thinking about those things, I decided my little arm here needs to be clear because it might be seen on my side windows. So I cut that, and then I wanted to make my screen have a really fun sentiment. So from this 8-bit birthday set, I'm gonna stamp out kind of a fun and punny saying, you've reached retro level. I couldn't even remember what I put on there. You've reached retro level. I think that's just really fun. There are coordinating dies for this. Now check the back side of your packaging. I find it really easy to figure out which die goes with what by the back of the packaging, but also the dies are like in order on your sheet as they are on the stamp set. So if you just keep them in the same order, it's really helpful too. All right, now I'm going to add even more of these new yellow sparkle stars. Are they so pretty? I love the brightness of them. They're actually called electric sparkle stars because they are so bright. Okay, so now I've got adhesive on the small end flaps of my arm piece, and you can see they're going to overlap the window, and that's so that my screen can fit in, but my screen's going to be set back just like an actual arcade. And I think having this 3D and it stands up really good is so much fun. So I'm going to take my screen, I'm going to add it to a black piece of cardstock, and that's going to give me that little lip at the bottom that I get in here to my clear arm. The trick is getting it straight in that window. And I decided to cut the top off so it kind of matched the curve of the top of my screen. It doesn't really matter, and it doesn't have to be perfect because it's not really going to show. So I didn't care that it wasn't exactly straight. But I will tell you the truth here. I'm only showing this to you one time, but I had to pop open my card at least 4 times to get this screen straight in there. When I think it was straight, and then I was like, nope, it's not. But getting things perfectly straight has gotten harder and harder for me. Old eyes, I guess. I don't know. All right, so now I'm sealing that shut, and I've got my screen in there. I've got my shakers. It's cute, but we need to dress this up because this is not the best it can be, but we have all these cool arcade pieces. So I'm going to add those, and this is what is going to bring it to life. It's so much fun. I love all the details in this die set. I know for me, at least, tiny little die cuts can be a little stressful, and there are tiny die cuts in this, but it is so worth it. The detail level makes this so awesome. So I'm going to take just the center console part and I'm going to pop that up. So it's going to give it a little bit more of a 3D effect. We've got our screen recessed and our console popped up. It's just awesome. Okay, so now we've got the side windows and they show my clear little arm panel. So to fix that, I'm stamping out the 8-bit birthday cake. It's so cute. I'm going to color this to be matchy-matchy because that's how I roll. I like things to match. So I'm picking out Olo markers that go with my arcade game, which, by the way, what do you think of the teal and yellow? I think it's so much fun. I really like this combo, and it kind of goes with the one I made with the slider and the gashapon machine, and I liked that. We could maybe have them be sent to the same people. Let's be honest. Okay, am I going to send these? I don't know. Sometimes I have things that are so cute, I just set them out. And so these might set out for a while by them, by each other. And then eventually they'll be used. Okay, so see here, I'm taking the cake and I'm covering up that little part on my machine that you can see the adhesive on my side arm. Nobody's ever going to know it's there. It's like a, optical illusion. How is the screen suspended? That's just how it's made. Yeah. It's so cool. Okay, so here's that little coin deposit piece, and I'm stamping the 25 cents from our 8-bit birthday. It's probably the tiniest stamp in all the land. It's so bitsy. It's really cute. All right, so now I'm going to take the happy birthday. I really felt like I needed that as well on the front of my card here. So I'm stamping that, and I'm going to die cut it out with the coordinating die. Now, this happy birthday is kind of arched, so you can also put this in that top part where I put arcade, but it's going to also work great at the bottom of my machine, and I'll have two arches kind of repeating themselves on this card, and I like that. So I did this in the little teal color, light teal color, so it would really pop on that yellow. And we're going to do some other things now that are going to really help this card pop. And I'm bringing out the Rainbow Sparkle enamel dots. And these I love for making buttons on my machine. I've done this on every arcade or box card that I've made. And it's a rainbow, so you have plenty of buttons that are going to go with this. But also Trinity Stamps has some that are more iridescent or mirrored, and those would be really cool for the arcade game or the Gashapon machine as well. So yeah, I love these. They're in all the perfect colors. And now for the side, I decided to add a few more of those electric sparkle stars. One side is a little bit more glittery, and the other side you can see the glitter through, but it's more of a shiny like plastic look. So it really doesn't matter which side goes up, but just know that so you get to make the choice yourself. So I did that on both sides, and this card is good to go. Now the back is where I can write all my birthday message, and this card does lay flat and fit in an A2 sized envelope for the win. Isn't that fun? I just love how this arcade game came out. I'm sure there's other ways that you could turn the arcade game into this box card, but this was just my idea with the shaker on the front, and you can, you know, kind of shake it to read the message. I think it's so much fun. And we have lots of other examples of this on the YouTube channel from other designers on our team. So if you haven't seen those, be sure to check them out. And if you're new to Trinity Stamps, feel free to subscribe and come find us on Facebook and Instagram at Trinity Stamps LLC. I'll see you all again very soon with a new video. Happy stamping. Bye.